Hello, Jakthehobo here, and I want to sincerely apologise, I think I said that right, for yesterday's tutorial. What happened? Well, simply to say my voice was drowned out, so that means no more music in these tutorials until further notice. So you're gonna have to listen to the droning on and on of my voice. But as for the tutorial itself, on what we're going to do with it, I'm going to give you a chance. You just reply with a comment saying, do you want me to subtitle it or redo it completely? Because, you know, it is your choice if you want to at least know what I was saying, or have it that it's, you know, clear to understand and all that. So, what we're going to do is just go to this, desktop, LS Maps. And you did not see that fireworks thing there? Nope. And for this tutorial, I'm going to simply go into what I was trying to teach you yesterday at the end, which I didn't really know if I should have taught you, but yeah. Basically, it's easy to say a lot of people like filters. Filters are very useful because you can create a type of... You can basically touch up the animation in some way. This is what I do when I'm, let's say, doing a skill bash or a mob thing. I usually want to make all my skills the same color, so that's what I usually do. Basically, let's just set up the thing. So map, align. I can't seem to spell alignment the first time round. I must have something like character. All right. So character we're going to use today is we're going to be using, where is it, yeah, Seal. Okay, Seal is pretty purple, we can say that, and I don't even have an alignment line. Damn, I'm forgetting stuff this fine 12 PM morning-ish there, but oh well. Well, what else could go wrong, I mean. So yeah. Basically, here we have Seal, and she's gonna simply I'm gonna go a little bit onto attacking, but I won't explain what I do until the tutorial comes, because I want to mainly focus on touch up filters, because when I do the fighting animate, when I actually animate this stuff with the filters, I won't explain it that well because I'll probably be too much into it, so to speak. So yeah. This is basically just showing several things, I guess. So I mean, I know I should explain this at least a bit, so it's not too frustrating or weird having me just animate. I mean, this is probably I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the simplest thing I'm gonna be animating this week. I've been like swamped with collabs and stuff, so yeah. And please, I know I said stuff about, like, you know, front foot and stuff, so yeah, I'm not really keeping to my word from what I said for I think last tutorial, if you could hear me. I'm just trying to... Oh god, my nose is all blocked up. At least I'm not burping, okay? I'm sorry, I mean, I think that's the only thing you could have actually heard in the last tutorial with me burp. Well. Basically, when I do filters, it's colouring the stuff in to make it, I guess you could say, more to the character. By doing this, you can separate, like, the skills out for what belongs to which character in a fighting animation, for instance. Yes, it really is confusing trying to know what to do sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. So what I'm doing is basically I'm planning out where I'm thinking where am I going to be using filters in this, because that's the main idea. I mean, sliding, sure, that is one thing on itself, but I mean, I'm really used to animating without using effects like at the same time, so I can safely say I animate pretty weirdly sometimes, but mostly, I guess. I mean, this is me. I should have, I should have actually prepared this earlier, and then this wouldn't be so awkward silence because like there's no music to cover up, what I'm doing. Oh dear. So I'm just trying to like mix a couple of different slides, and I'll go into them in more detail for so I wonder, can you see where I'm going to like put in little After Effects and stuff? Because when I animate a full thing through, and then after that add all the effects and be all like, oh yay, it looks so good. But either way, that's not the same when it's attacking, because I did mention with attacking and stuff like that, you need to know what you're doing, otherwise it could seem awkward, to be honest. I realised I'm doing this type of move a lot recently. Like there. And yes, I know I'm like resizing everywhere. This is just, I guess this is something I'm kind of accustomed to doing for these poses in a way. So yeah, don't worry, it's nothing too serious business and all of that. Yeah, but who knows. So you can easily see when there's like a small gap, I'm actually going by 10, but when there's like there's a big gap, I'm going by 10. If there's like a small difference, I'm just going by 1 pixel. It's a mix and match really of how much you want to do, I guess. And of course, and I am about to finish this and be happy that I'm able to do this properly. Alright, that's a nice short animation, courtesy of me, Jakthehobo. And alright. Okay, so now for our filters and stuff. Basically what we're going to do first is add after images. Now, after images are essentially, well, it speaks for itself pretty much. It's basically just showing where the character was. I mean, when I first started animating, I did add it at the same time, but we're going to just like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find, I should actually explain what I did. I press the plus button, and then I go to adjust color and color fill. Then on that, I've got all this whole assortment of colors, and I think purple suits it quite nice. Go to blend mode, and then I do hue. So then it kind of adds that purple flavor to it. So You can, if you click the tick, you know, you can see that there's a slight difference, but it suits the character a bit more. So we're actually going to save this, and this is something very useful, okay? Plus, options, save as style, then name it anything. I'm going to name it Cloud, because I'm a Jakthehobo Hitman Reborn fag. And that just, it makes it easier, because that's how, you know, I don't want to call it purple, brown, red. Nah, it doesn't suit, because if you think about it, colors sometimes mean some type of element in animations, except for like white lightning or, I don't know, fiery water. It just doesn't quite make sense, but yeah. So what we're gonna do, it basically follows the character, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm hoping that's the same, and I'm going to just fade it out gradually for certain ones. Because there's like a change there, you know, you've got a choice whether to do something or not. So I'm going to just change the one up here to something different, because you honestly don't want to be using the same After Effects poses again and again. And because you set the filter as a style, you'll be able to just click it and then bam, it's there. So 1, 2, 3. I mean, you can obviously do this, you know, if you're having trouble with, you know, aligning it together, but as long as there is a difference that's happening, you should be fine. Because I think a stick animator. Oh yeah, okay. Basically here he's going quite a. I just said he. Damn it. Okay, she's a lady. She's a lovely lady with purple hair. I'm gonna go to filters, and then we're going to blur. And this is something that you will use a lot in animations when you start wanting to get really nitty gritty with detail. We're going to go to blur, motion blur. As we can see here, he's got like a little angle thing, so you know, you just turn that around, it like gives you a little preview on where it's going. So what we're looking for is 180, and it's not a big distance, and we can do around 5. So actually let's just do 10 for good measure, or 8. Yeah, you want to have a good level of it, and then straight after, because you know you're not immediately going to, because there's that momentum behind it, you know, it's going to be a gradual stop. So that makes sense, because there is a lot of distance going just from that. And the same goes, we're going to go with the After Effects, and let's just use a charged one, because we like that. And what do you notice? Okay, I can just like click one of them and, you know, do whatever, but let's just say if like the blur actually worked in this case, I could simply just like, you know, do that, but then I have to put over the, you know, little effect, because otherwise, if I didn't do that, then it's simple to say. Oh wait, oh okay. But okay, how can I, okay. Yeah, when you do filters and such with the blur, you think, oh my god, it must work out. It doesn't. Why? It's because there is no blur, because the filter was made without any blur. So you basically have to go back a step, add the blur, and then, you know, then carry on. It doesn't just automatically, you know, fill in for your needs, so to speak. So, and because this is looking, because, you know, alignment is a good thing to know. So what we're gonna do now is, like, that's there. We're gonna make that 75. Just fade this out. 50. 25. And now, you know, yeah. I'm really sorry about my code. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah. I should just stop talking, right? Yeah, enjoy the music, even though there is no music anymore. Sad fears. So it's just a gradual mix of after images, but the colour makes it all blend together. So really, any type of fading works. There is no, like, you know, how to do it incredibly, but whatever makes whatever you like, so to say. So if you think, alright, this suits it, I'm gonna go with that, then you go for it, because, you know, who's gonna tell you otherwise? You've only got basically me saying all this random stuff, so, you know, what could go wrong? Well, a lot of things could go wrong, essentially, but yeah. So remember, just, you know, I'll go into this. I'm just like filling on the After Effects, and that does not look right at all. It's basically thinking, okay, what type of after images go with what type of movements? So you can have an incredibly fast, and here we're gonna add a little bit more blur. There. So really keeping in mind, if you, usually if you want to find out what angle it is or where it's going, I usually like make the distance 17, and then like just play around with the angles, so like, you know, where it's going, so to say. So because 0 is pretty much going the opposite way, we should be fine. I'm just gonna end it with that, because that's a cool little effect, you know. So just, yeah, as always, you know, I'm going to show you another thing which we'll do with these filters and stuff, because I think, you know, they file in roughly the same type of category. So there. Usually for big attacks you want to have the big after image, but for small filler attacks I'd recommend, like, you know, small after image. So together with all the after images and VFX, that's what you get. And that at the end looks like it's moving. You want to try and avoid that. If the after image looks like it's moving away from the character, you want to try and stop that, because the after image should, you know, always stand by the character, so to speak. So what we're going to do with this one, I said that it didn't look quite nice. I'm just going to go to it. And it says, there's a little bar that says normal. This is the blend mode of the actual sprite. I'm going to go there, and in the drop down menu you've got like all these options. You're thinking, oh my god, what to do? We're going to go to screen, and it gives this type of idea that it is actually quite hot. Like fire. I mean, there also is like additive, so if we get, I mean, on a black background these would not look any different. So we've got that screen. This is going to be lighten, and this is going to be additive. So you've got these different types of blend modes already, and it does really affect, you know, it does, whatever's under it, it will have that type of effect. And it does depend on the skill, because some skills react differently than others. I mean, these are just after images, you know, thinking about it like that. So yeah, if you get an understand, if you just drill it into your little mind, thinking, oh, so that's how you make all these cool little colors, it's fine. Because, you know, as said before, these are all basically using the type of cloud, so if I make it mist, they all look quite similar because it's like a blue tone. Let's just change it up a bit and make the hue, yeah. Oh wait, oh crap, they're all different. Oh, I was scared for a second there. So they all have that type of different color effect, and that's what can really change the animation a lot, so to speak. So when you're animating, and yes, you can combine them to make some new color if you're really into that stuff, you know. And that is more or less filters and layers, and you know how to make them look different. So I would say that after, you know, doing screen a couple of times, just keep on using it for the skill until it wears off, otherwise it will look pretty weird. I mean, especially with big skills like fire or whatnot, you want to get something that isn't going to take away all of the, you know, thing. Otherwise people are thinking, oh dude, what's going on in the animation, I can't actually say what's going on. And I mean, heck, it is mostly just experimenting on what looks nicer and what doesn't look so nice, because, you know, punches are simple, anything else is different. I mean, I would recommend that for anything that you do with these animations, like, you know, just go for it and be simple about it, because heck, you know, sooner or later you're going to be thinking, oh, what do? And I had that too. I had the moment when I completely blanked out and I forgot most of what was going on, and it sucks when that happens, it really does. But putting together a good animation is what you want to aim for. As long as the people who are watching it understand what you're trying to show, it's good. So, as I said before, apologies for the last tutorial. Please comment if you want me to redo it completely or add subtitles. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope that you've enjoyed these little basic tutorials. I will be going on to more, I guess, less basic stuff with, you know, sliding and actually showing the characters move and stuff. And yeah, hopefully you've learned something, and if not, please keep on watching. Or you could just be like Sue, because I told Sue the reasons really in these tutorials why she should never use fireworks. She uses Photoshop a lot more, so I don't blame her. My name is Jakthehobo. Thanks for watching.